New gun laws proposed for California. Governor Gavin Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta are sponsoring legislation that would strengthen our concealed carry laws.
Our political reporter Morgan Reiner was there for today's announcement and joins us now live with all the details. Morgan.
This bill was originally introduced last year in response to a Supreme Court ruling which said that you do not have to prove cause or show cause in order to get a concealed carry permit. The California bill, though, had an urgency clause which required a 2/3 vote, and it failed. This time around, it doesn't have that clause, so it requires a simple majority, and Newsom says that it will pass. Senate Bill 2 will require someone who is applying for a concealed carry permit to be 21 years old to list all prior arrests, to provide 3 references to help determine if an applicant is dangerous, and a licensing authority will be required to deny anyone that they believe is reasonably likely to be a danger to themselves or others.
It's a point of contrast that we're living in a moment in time when you have states like Florida moving in the exact opposite direction. Was still earlier this week, the governor of Florida wants to move without any permits or any consideration, no requirements whatsoever, none for training. Why should you be trained?
The bill also prohibits anyone from carrying more than 2 guns at a time and prohibits people from carrying guns in sensitive areas like school campuses, medical buildings, public transportation, or anywhere where alcohol is sold. But it does allow someone, like a business owner, to put up a sign on their property that says guns are allowed here.
And this is to put a strong bill on the governor's desk that's going to withstand the legal challenge that's sure to come. And by having that provision, you can't argue that it's a total prohibition. You can't argue that it's somehow so prescriptive that people can't have some sovereignty over the issue. And I think that's a legal nuance that I think helps it with constitutional muster.
Newsom is confident.
I would be signing this legislation. I don't think that. I know that. So you can ask me how, I just do.
Republicans, on the other hand, say why not enforce the 100 laws that are already on the books? In a statement, State Minority Leader Brian Jones said in part that felons freshly back on the street continue to possess guns, known prohibited persons still have them, illegal firearms proliferate, and our databases remain inadequate. As the executive branch, Governor Newsom and Attorney General Bonta are responsible for enforcing those laws. Newsom wanted to make it clear that this bill is not in response to any of the recent mass shootings. Instead, it's in response to an overall pattern. A pattern, he says, that these gun laws that California have already passed are working. He points to the CDC, which shows that California has the 7th lowest mortality for firearm deaths in the country.
Morgan, this bill requires a person to be 21 years old to get a permit. That's in line with state law where you have to be 21 to purchase a gun in California, right?
Yes, exactly. So the lawmakers told me that they're just trying to be consistent, how old you have to be to purchase a gun and then to get a permit. Now, I do want to point out that California did have a law that prohibited those under the age of 21 from being able to purchase a semi-automatic weapon. That law was overturned by a California judge. So the author of this bill told reporters that he is still analyzing that case. He's watching it closely, but still believes that this new bill is constitutional.
All right, we'll continue to watch its progress through Sacramento. Morgan, thank you.